HYT is a brand like no other on the independent watch scene. Launched in 2012, HYT created a buzz with our unique meca-fluidic technology, displaying time with fluids. During the pandemic, in 2021, the brand announced it was going out of business. Still, a few months later, HYT is back, with a new CEO and creative director at its helm, Davide Cerrato. He's a veteran of the watch industry, and he made a name for himself with brands such as Panerai, Tudor and Montblanc. The launch of this first creation for HYT was the perfect opportunity for us to meet with him.
What makes HYT watches unique is a one-of-a-kind integration of rare and incredible technology, a kind of alien technology that is capable of displaying time, and in particular the hour, through two liquids, and is operated by a manufacturer high-end mechanical movement that also displays the other complications. So it's this very unique hybrid way of displaying time and mixing element fluidic and mechanic. That's why we call this technology meca-fluidic technology. I believe it's a unique platform to express my creativity and to express creativity overall, because it's completely unique and different. So you have really high ways to invent and express the brand. We have decided to link the brand with space exploration and with space overall, and we will reveal very soon our new campaign, which is Heroes of Your Time. And who are the heroes of your time? Are Elon Musk, are X-Space, are Race to Mars, are the astronauts that are becoming stars by themselves, and overall of the people that are capable of projecting visions of the future. And to me, is what is very, very exciting and interesting in HYT is that it's a little bit the forerunner of things to come. Hence, we can really be very free, express a lot of creativity. We have done already with the design of the Hastroid, of the new watch, using high-tech material, using a very different design, taking inspiration from spaceships and from space suits, as is the case for the strap. And we will reveal very soon during the fair, not at the fair, but during the fair, two more complications that really would show very clearly how HYT is capable of taking somewhere traditional watchmaking complication and turning them into a completely futuristic, playful, aspirational designs and complications. And we are also pushing the boundaries of watchmaking in the sense that we are taking our meca-fluidic technology, and also for the fluidic part we are pushing further the application of it. And in the third complication that we'll present this year, you will see already a first application of fluid, not only for displaying hours but also to create spectacular animations. We are paving the way to a very unique and playful and powerful watchmaking expression, capable of showing a different design language, very much futuristic, very much projected into things to come, very playful. And I think this is a very important component of a watch. Must be also very enjoyable and very easy to share with your friends, with your contacts. And we are pushing the boundaries of watchmaking, both in terms of mechanical complication, and we will come with the crazy spectacular expression of it, and also with this fantastic hybrid mix of alien fluidic and mechanical. The first expression of the new HYT has a very strong name inspired by space and space exploration, Hastroid, kind of Android and Astro things, and it's a very powerful first expression of our new design way. It's very light, it's very technological, there is a lot of transparency and see-through. There is see-through on the case that really lightens the overall perception of it. The case is very light, 80 grams. The overall watch is a little bit less than 100 grams, so very, very comfortable to wear. We have been working very much onto ergonomics, slimmering drastically the case that is now 13mm 3, so the thickness of a normal chrono automatic on the market. We have been working a lot on the weight. We have been working a lot on transparency to make it really wearable, and we were speaking just before, is a 48 mm in width, but it really works like 44 and 45, and is very, very easy to wear, goes very easily under your jacket or your shirt. We've been working a lot on readability of time, hence we have integrated a little bit more the microcapillary into the design of the dial, with the indexes that are three-dimensional and in diagonal, and they come very close to the capillary in such a way that reading the hour is very easy and direct. And then we have put a flange inside the capillary, and we have modified the mechanical movement to have a very big minute hand in the center, in such a way that also is immediately and directly possible to read the minutes. So hour and minutes are straight, easy, immediate, accessible information. And this is very important, because you know that the way of displaying hours with the fluidic technology is a little bit particular. You have 2 points on the below part that are both 6, and the time goes from 6 in the morning to 6 in the afternoon, and then when it gets to 6, it has a retrograde function of the fluid, and then it starts all over again, which means that 9 and 3, which are normally on an horizontal axis, are a little bit higher up. So you really need to have the direct possibility of reading the information, and in this sense it becomes very easy to read. We have been working a lot also on luminescence, which is very much rooted into the DNA of HYT. So the fluid, the green one that we are using, is fluorescent. We have put superluminova on the back, so that is perfectly readable even in a low light condition. The indexes are with superluminova blocks, green, quite thick, so very, very strong luminescence in the dark. Same on the big minute hand in the center, the logo, and then the information that are on the flange. We have also worked on the comfort of wearing through the strap. The strap is a very nice strap in rubber and Alcantara, with an Alcantara insert. The design is really inspired by the space suits, with these 3 goudron on the side. The buckle is in titanium DLC coated, as much as are the 2 upper and lower part of the case, with a very high-end DLC coating that really is so dark and black that looks like ceramic. There are a lot of details. The upper part of the titanium cap is brushed and is circular brush. Then you have a light polished bevel that is just going around and brings a little bit of movement of light on the case. And then on the side of the cap you have a vertical brush finishing. So you have a lot of movements of light and richness. In the middle there is carbon fiber to remain into technological materials and to remain into very light materials. And there are a lot of details, like on the side you have 2 pockets with honeycomb grid, the same that you have behind the numerals element, again really inspired by space and spaceships, with a color on the back. And the overall industrial concept has been developed with the modularity in mind to allow HYT to propose very easily personalization, different possibilities of personalization and even customization. So it will be very easy for us, matching the material, matching the colors, working on the details and providing something that is unique almost for every one of our customers. All the pieces are limited and numbered of 27. We picked up 27 because it's the percentage of black material that is in the cosmos. So it has a nice link with the space exploration element. And then there is a very interesting sapphire crystal that you see through, where you see the movement. The movement has been really upgraded. A very important point is that we know that in the past there have been a number of quality issues. So in rebuilding the project, I've really focused a lot on building up on very solid blocks. So the fluidic module is a new one that was almost completely developed before, and we took over and we completely finished it. Is a kind of 2.0 version of the fluidic module, incorporating all the knowledge and improvement of the last 10 years, a little bit smaller, thinner, which allowed us to reduce the volume of the piece. For the movement, we took the movement developed with Eric Coudray, with this big cam that on 13 position that allows a perfect synchronization between fluidic and mechanical time. And we push it a little bit further. We brought the minute in the center with this fantastic big bridge that comes out of the sapphire crystal dial with a cutout. We completely reworked the finishing of the movement. It's all black now with the very high-end finishing. The bridges are all with microblasting on the pockets and with the satin finished vertical on the edges. And we have changed almost 40% of the previous movement to really improve even the performances of the movement. And the third element is the habillage, the overall design, all the case construction, 30 components, very high-end, this idea of modularity. So all of this has been rebuilt with in mind the highest quality possible, and we have been testing a lot the products before the presentation of the Hastroid, and the performance are really incredible. I saw the result of the shock test with the Dubois laboratory. It goes through 17,000 shocks up to, in a crescendo of strength, up to 450 Newton meter, which simulates a quite strong shock that you can have with your watch. And after 17,000 shocks, the only things that happened was the two indexes fell, but because it was a prototype and they were glued in the real product that will start to arrive in March, those have been riveted, so they will be firmly attached to the rest of the case. And after 17,000 shocks, the watch was still perfectly working, everything was at its place, and even the fluidic synchronization of time was still perfectly working. So I can really ensure that what we are delivering now is a level of quality that really corresponds to the positioning and the level of price that we are asking. So Hastroid will be one of our key lines, somewhere the products to enter into the world of the new HYT. This is the first execution, what we call the green nebula, so black and green. There will be 3 other drops that will come during the year. The second drop that will be really strong will be presented from the 30th of March, in a little bit more than 1 month. And 2 more drops will arrive a little bit later on in the year with different color and different material and even different color of the fluid. And then there will be a big novelty coming during the fair with very strong reinterpretation of a classical complication that for me has really the potential to become the icon of the new HYT, both in terms of design and in terms of technical content. And then a little bit later in the year, between August and September, we will come with a third complication, which will be the pinnacle of what we offer up to now, developed with Eric Coudray and Paul Clementi and the team of tech group, and with a crazy spectacular complication with an integration of the fluid, not only in the time but also in the overall spectacular display of the piece.